Alright, we should be live.
Right.
Alright, so to
Give
set
me a
up.
moment.
Okay. Well, I will when this loads up. I'm gonna go here for support and resistance actually. I don't want it to be too
Really?
loosey goosey. Yeah, because otherwise you miss the profits.
Where are you taking that on? Based on I can see a
6 pips there. Okay, and then the one below that. Oh, I'm gonna have to give Mars back. Bruh. Okay. Let's draw some out here.
wait, I don't get what you're doing right now.
I'm just drawing some previous support and seeing which ones. So yeah, I'll delete the second one. So my second, so the first line's the support and resistance that I'm taking it off. So I'm taking it off this here
Okay.
because the market's moved down quite a lot now. It should pop up for the next 6 minutes, but just in case. And then the short entry is going to be. I'm going to take it 7 pips because it's getting a bit closer here. Because it's 8 pips from here, 16 from there. So I kind of wanna. Yeah, that'll
Right.
do. It should come back up and close around the middle. So it should be about 13 and 12 or something. But then that other 1
30.
pip should be quite equal. Unless it keeps coming down, then I'll change my orders. So I'll start setting the buy one up first. So. So for this I'm going to use a 27 pip stop. So 27 pip target.
Why 27?
Actually let's go 30 because interest rates are more volatile. There's more movement. So
Alright. 36.
yeah, nice. Alright, so I'll make this order first. So create new order, buy stop price 1.333233. Stop loss, I can just write 30 here. What's the spread? Oh nice, 1.5. That's a lit spread to be honest with you. Alright,
Ooh.
so I'm gonna go risk 0.5%. So I'm just gonna go about £4 risk I guess. So I'll just change this until I can find it.
14p at the moment. Oh, 1 pip. Wait, what?
Let's
Oh,
go
no.
let's go like 70. Wait, I need to get 100
Try
first.
2100. 2100. No, 2250.
90. So 20. Oh, 2200 is fine. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go to 2209. Just to be extra cool.
Oh no, you might go 2210 though. Like
Nope.
this is one penny, bruh.
Nope. Alright. So no trailing stop anything. So let's make that.
That's your first. What was that? Long order?
Yeah, that's my half of my long order. Second half 2209. Same entry 1.33233. Stop loss the same. Trailing stop I'm gonna leave it off for now because we don't need it. Profit. So profit. I'm just gonna have a look at the. I've got it open here, the economic calendar, just so I can see like what the full extent of the move could be. USD CAD. So the average I'd say is okay. Let's go for this one. I need to go to true range. Last time in 4 hours moved 200 pips. So I'm just gonna say I wouldn't mind bagging 180 pips. That'd be £23 off the second position alone. So that'd be almost £30 altogether.
Mhm.
With a 30 pip trailing stop, that's fine.
No, but regular stop, not trading stop.
No, there will be a trailing stop.
So once the first target hits, you modify the second order.
Yep. Alright, I gotta move quick. Hold on. I gotta do the second one now. It's 3 minutes left. Alright, short position. 69. Classic trading v defaults. Alright, is anyone watching? No, it's not watching, nice. Create an order, sell, stop, 2209, 1.3, wait, 1.2914, 2914, 32914, nice one.
I'm gonna put this in the group, the Telegram group.
329, okay, yeah, go for it. Take profit, 30, oops, 30, 30. Yep, seems good. Sell, stop, 2209, 1.32914, 32914. Take profit 180, 30.
Is this your
Right.
second one?
Yep, so I've got both of them done now. Let me just check on my orders. So USD CAD, just move that. So 2 sell stops, 2209, 2 buy stops,
Yep.
2209. They both have stop losses, they're the same stop losses. And take profit, nice. Okay. So now we just wait for 1 minute and 15 seconds. So
Okay. Oh, I was meant to. Oh, fuck, I forgot. Okay.
alright, let's delete all these, and
Do
then
you reckon I can set it up in time or nah? I completely forgot.
you could have a market entry.
Nah, that's me. I'll leave it this time. It's fine.
Alright, fair.
Next time.
Alright, so let's see which one it hits. So I want to be real quick and close orders once the first one hits.
Yep.
So
This would be a good scenario to have the OCO order.
yeah, exactly. That's why this is a bit dodge. Let's see the range in between them. That should be alright. We'll see. I'm in a losing trade at the moment. Like, hold on, let me show you. It's a flag. Can you see?
Oh yeah.
Breakout. It looks alright because it's just retesting at the moment.
Yep. Don't you enter on the retest anyway? Oh, you entered on that spike down. The wick down.
Yeah, entered there. And then my stop loss is a little bit more conservative on this one because it's been a bit choppy.
Yep.
Okay, the candle just Okay, I'm in a Wait, shit, which one? Okay, fuck. Okay, crowd.
USD CAD.
Right, okay, I need to cancel these buys. No, I don't want to cancel my stop loss.
Cancel buy stop. You can cancel them in the thingy.
Yep, that's fine.
Alright, nice.
Alright, there you go, so trade's open. It's popped down really nicely actually. I can cancel that as
Wait,
well.
you still have a. Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, so 2 of my positions are open here. Stop loss is 30 pips back. This one's going to be slightly more, I'd say a bit slower because of the 30 pip stop. So normally I'd have a 20 pip stop, which would be another 10 pips forward. Would be like here, but with these ones they move a lot quicker. So the only thing is there's so it has moved through the weekly a little bit here, which is right. Let's see what the numbers should be. 0.5, yeah. So they're still releasing their statements. Let's just see how this one goes then. We just have to sit through it.
Yep.
I think usually, well, I should be on the 15-minute chart. There you go. Usually they make a nice 100 pip move, minimum I think it was. Let's have a look. True range.
Euro dollar.
So on the 4 hour, so I think this one was quite small. I didn't know why it didn't move as much, but sometimes this one moved 333 pips. So hopefully we get a nice.
Shouldn't we realistically be looking at the 15-minute thing, not the 4 hour?
No, because I'm not staying in this trade. I'm staying in this trade for until I get stopped out. Because the first position, yeah, that's fine. But
Oh, to the trading stoppage.
yeah. I'm not closing the position after 15 minutes. Alright. So. Alright. So, with these trades, I learned a big lesson in the first time I ever took a news trade. It was on on the Great British Pound interest rate decision, and what happened is I wasn't really prepared and I hadn't really done my research before, and I used these 20 pip stops instead of the 30 ones. and basically what happened is the market like shot up, entered my long order and then shot down and entered my short one, and they were both entered within like a milliseconds, so I couldn't do much. And also what I did is, after that I did have one position running, I think it was on trailing stops, and what I did is I thought, oh okay, it's moved 50 pips and it's doing what it's basically doing now. So if I go in the 5-minute chart, the candle shouldn't have closed yet, but if it closes something like this, I got scared and I exited the trade, and then right after that I moved another, I think 80 pips or something. So with these trailing stops especially, you have to just sit back and let them run, because you can get maximum potential gains. And also if you have a look at the previous data, you can kind of estimate how far it's gonna move, so you can put your take profit on your second position, so not on this one, on your second position you could put for what it kind of goes to. So I've put my like 180 pips, but it all depends on where the market is. So say it moves down to this level, I might close it out because this is a weekly support level. That'd be another, let's see, 110, 120-ish pips. So I might close it out if it comes down to here, but we'll have to see. This strategy is about, I think when I tested it, it was about 80% profitable. So 20% of the time I will lose, but when I do win, it could run for ages, which is why it's such a good strategy. But you have to make sure you trade it in the really high volatility news. The CAD is this one's pretty high, but like you could get a lot bigger ones. Like the bigger they are, the better this is to trade off. Like from Brexit, that would have been on point. Claim and camp, you couldn't really have traded that too much. Even though it does say red, high volatility, if we have a look at the Great British, I can't remember it moving too much. I think this was it. No, it wasn't even that. It was 9 o'clock, wasn't it? Yeah, this is it here. This little spike up. You couldn't trade that. That's only 17 pips. That wick. So it's all about how the candles close. So I think on the 15-minute chart, on the 5-minute chart, the first one's closed here, which is decent. We'll just have to look for the other one. So far it's moved 40 pips. So we'll just have to let it run now. Hopefully it will at least get my first target. And once it does that, I move my stop to break even, and then just let it run. And then you can just go do something else while you wait for it. You don't have to sit and watch it. It's often better to go do something else and then just come back after a few hours or so.
Cut your losses, let your winners ride.
Yeah, exactly. So do you have anything to say, Crumb?
I've literally just got back. I was just doing something sec. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Alright.
Sorry.
I was just explaining how we take this.
Alright, okay.
So these usually last up to 4 hours. So I'm obviously only going to stream like the first 15-20 minutes, just so you know how to get in. But
Yeah, the entries are the most important part.
yeah, exactly.
This is one of those trades where it's often better not to constantly stare at the charts.
Yeah, this is one, especially with the trailing stop, which if you don't know, the stop loss basically follows it down.
So if what is it, a 30 pip trading stop?
Yeah, this one's 30 pips.
So when price moves down, the stop will follow it. So it's always 30 pips away, but it won't move when price moves up. Basically.
Yeah.
If you guys get that. So basically what it is.
So the area the price is kind of defending right now is this area, because if you have a look at it, this is support turned resistance now. So basically, if we get a green candle close above this zone here, this kind of zone, then that's going to be bad for my trade. However, it hasn't really come up and tested it too much yet. It's come into the area, kind of tested it here, but
There's been a lot of rejection from it though, as you can see.
yeah.
So
So this candle closes in 2 minutes. Often what you'll get is you'll get the right from this right. So say prices like this, right when the news comes out, it'll make the big spike, like it has done here, spike straight down. And then what'll happen is it'll kind of do this for a while people take their profits. That's what happens, because technically they're buying. So it comes back up and then it comes down and does this, and this kind of makes a flag pattern. But after that, the sellers then step back in, driving it back down. That's what typically happens in a news trade. You can also have a look at the 1 minute chart. It's kind of just sizzling around now.
a
Then
little bit choppier.
so that's normally what happens. It spikes and then
Yeah.
does this kind of thing, just scoots around, and then just it drops, or it skirts and then it comes back up. So usually it drops because of the news, but a lot of the time it can just come back up. But yeah, if you have a look at the 1 minute chart, I made a perfect pin bar onto the area. Dromo would call that a type 2, wouldn't he? Or something like that.
Type 2 entry.
This also kind of a shooting star pattern. But I only put 1% on this trades, so my wins won't be that big, neither will my losses. I mean, unless this target's hit, that would be quite a nice win for such a small percentage risk.
Mm-hmm. What is that? It's 180 pips, isn't it?
Yeah, so
That's a 6 to 1 risk reward.
yeah. So price is kind of moving back now. So yeah, okay, so after this green candle has shown that it can't come back, this is sometimes where price will come down again. If price even comes below this kind of area, this will be a positive sign for me, meaning it's gonna come down because it'll have broken the low of the previous candle.
Yep.
So
Close below.
it's getting close. It doesn't even need to close below. When it starts coming below, then that will mean that it has just broken the low, and it might start bouncing off it from the top. But this is basically it for the strategy. We're gonna, if you have a look at our website, we're gonna do a full write-up and a full course of this,
Yeah.
which you can take, including how to test it, which news to take it off.
Yeah. All the details you need will be in there.
Exactly, and we'll show our wins and losses on there too. So right now, if you go to our website, which I'll quickly link in the chat.
Chat.
Bro, that looks rogue. Okay. You can come across to the educational courses, click on it, and then
It's still in its early stages, so the only course we have at the moment is this flag patterns course.
yeah. So that all our courses are completely free. They're just the PDFs. They took hours of work. So so they're good quality, although they're free. But you can have a look through them. They're in depth and to the point. They're around, I think this one's 18 slides. You can download it on your phone and scroll through it, or you can have it on your computer. You can print it out if you want to.
Yeah.
Do what you want with it. So yeah, the only course at the moment which is available is that flag pattern one, but you can take our Telegram
The link to that
trades.
is also on the website under the Sigma Service tab.
Yep. So we give you our trades live when they come out, and you can follow them if you want. That's for people trying to grow their account.
Yeah. So in total, we're gonna have about, once we've finished all the courses, there'll be a solid sort of, I don't know, 10.
I think it's
12.
10ish.
We'll add a couple more courses on there, like how to properly execute backtesting and things like that as well.
Yeah.
So there'll be plenty of material on there.
Yeah. All for free.
Yep.
So, does anyone have any questions? Because there's not much else to say at this point. It's just you just have to let it run now. But if we look at the hourly chart, it's looking good. If I have a look at my own, this is where I do my charting. It has actually broken below this weekly level, which is a really good sign. Because my stop, hold on, where's my stop loss? It's at 133.214. If I just draw a line there. 133.214. So my stop loss is still like on the in the middle of the weekly. So if the price does come up and test the weekly here, it could get some rejection. Also from this 8.2 because it has come below that now and closed below on the 15 minutes in 30 seconds. So yeah, if we can close like this, I'll be really happy. It is coming back down now a little bit, but as long as we can close as bearish as this, it should be a good sign for my trail stops. Huh?
10 seconds left, or 6 seconds even.
Yep, and it does look like it's
Yeah.
coming a bit low as well, pushing low for the last few seconds.
There's little to no bottom right.
There we go. So that's closed. So that is a perfect trending candle there. And now I'm pretty confident. Just have to wait for it now. It's not even oversold yet on the 15-minute chart, which is a good indicator. But when on these events, you don't really want to look at oversold because it doesn't really apply because of the amount of people just selling now. So yeah.
If I just go on and have a look.
You want to have a look at volume?
Yeah, I'm just gonna have a look. Or if you want, you can get up in there.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah, you can see that's massive.
yeah, if I just make it more
Okay, a little bit.
opaque.
Yeah.
So this blue line or this blue area is the average volume, and as you can, this is the 15-minute chart. So as you can see, in the last 15 minutes, that one candle, look how much bigger that was, and I think
Yeah.
this might come and hit my first profit level pretty soon. Within the next 5-10 minutes possibly. So yeah, remember, as soon as that happens, stops straight to break even. Just so that means you're in a risk-free trade, you can't lose any money, and you're good to go.
Trail stop, yeah.
And you'd have banked 0.5% of your account, saying you're risking 1% at the start, which I am in this one. But to be honest, with the news-based strategy, you could be risking 2% because of the probability that we've gone through. It's 80%, which is like, it's not likely for you to go on a big drawdown, especially if you only traded a news event. you'll only have a trade once every month or so. For
Yeah.
You might have 2 a month or 3 a month, but most of the time you're not going to have too many trades that you could take this way. But you're not likely to, because normally with for your account to start being ruined, it's about a 20% drawdown.
That's when it's a little bit harder to climb back up.
Yeah. So 20% is about the worst you want to get, and if you're risking 2% a trade, yeah, that'd be 10 losing trades in a row. And if I just work it out real quick, so 10 losing trades in a row, you have a 1 times 10 to the minus 5% chance. And as you can see, we've literally just touched my take profit, but not triggered it. It just touched it, but that's fine. If we have a look at the 5-second chart, see how close that was.
Oh my god. That's like what, a tick?
No, that's less. That's I think that's on it. Look at that.
It's just being filled and price moved away.
That only happens with my take profit levels. That would never happen to anyone else. It literally just touches them.
What?
Alright. So yeah, because a lot of people say, okay, you only want to risk 1% per trade, but it really depends on what the system is that you're taking it off. Because say on average you have a 20% winning system, but in the end it doesn't make money. You don't want to maybe risk 1% because I think maybe a little bit less in that case, because of the draw. You want to always consider drawdowns. Because they're the things that will emotionally and financially drain your account and yourself. So if you have a much higher winning strategy, like 95%, then maybe risking 1% isn't always going to be the best for you. So I think it might... Please don't do this. Oh, it's just tempting me, isn't it? Bruh. Every single time, like.
If you're speaking of risk, when we risk to 2%, would you consider that as being kind of, I don't want to say aggressive, but fairly faithful in the, we're risking a little bit more, right? So that's 2%. So I just want to point out what we're doing again with the website and all the courses. This has taken us hours to put together, and all the content on there is reliable and it's been tested by us. There's some of the free information out there on the internet is a little bit dodgy sometimes. Like someone pointed out to me the other day, an educational app for Forex called Go Forex. Archie, if you're watching. So yeah, so I downloaded that and I had a look, and they said you should be risking between 5 to 20% per trade, which to be honest is insane.
No, that's
like,
ridiculous. That
they consider 5%, and they were saying so many things on there which were flat out just not true. So, I mean, it's easy for someone to dress up what they're saying and use some nice slonky words and make it seem legit. But you've got to be careful about the kind of content that you're taking in, and that you know it's reliable. So that had I encountered that app about a year ago, I'd probably be thinking, oh yeah, sick, nice, 20% per trade.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
That's insane. So you definitely got to be careful about the kind of content you're encountering.
Yeah, because just taking like 3 trades, losing 3 trades in a row, and just blow up your account.
Yeah.
Because even if you get down to, say you have £1,000 in your account, and then you get down to 400, you've basically blown it up, because from there it's so difficult to build it back up because your wins aren't as big.
Yeah. I mean, 20% is what we say when we close the account. 20% drawdown. You want to
Yeah,
close the account and rethink your strategy.
yeah.
So yeah, just advise you to be careful.
It's literally. But I have been in a bit of a drawdown recently. Uh, but the thing is, you just have to think about you. What you have to do is just manage your risk. So maybe decrease your position sizes or your risk, and just slowly build it back up until you get out of your drawdown. Then continue from where you left off. It does take time, and most of your time during the trading year, you will find yourself just trying to get out of the drawdowns.
Yeah.
And then when you're not in the drawdown, you just make a few wins, and then you're trying to get out of the drawdown again, and that's just how trading is.
That's
Um,
one of the biggest things with drawdown is specifically that managing your position sizes and your money management. Because once people are into a drawdown, especially large drawdowns, as you were recently in,
yeah.
for a
Oh,
lot
there
of
you go.
people,
There you go.
nicely triggered. For a lot of people, their money management just goes right out the window. Their only thinking is that, right, okay, I need to make this money back somehow because we're not on track, and that's all they can think about instead of thinking that, okay, something's, the market's not been working in my favor recently. Let's try and take it down a step and work our way back up to where we want to be. Sort of the whole rational approach to the market and that kind of general thinking is such an important thing, which a lot of people would just seem to forget about when they enter a drawdown.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
definitely something to look
So I'll just explain what happened. So it looks like, I don't know, a big institutional bank just sold. So it did pop down very quickly, a lot of pips, which got my first profit target off. So what I just did is I moved my stop loss to break even, so I can lose right now no money at all. This shows a running one, so it's not minus £4, it's minus £4 from now. So basically I'm in a risk-free trade. I've put my trailing stop on 30 pips. It's now going to follow it down. Hopefully it comes down to this profit target.
That would be nice, definitely.
Yeah, because what can happen is it can just go like this, and it could just come all the way down and eventually hit it. Or what alternatively could happen is it could start doing that and then come back up, stop me out. I'll still make a nice 1% alone just from that bit, and then plus my 0.5% that I've already made.
Oh, yeah, half position from before.
So we just have to let it run now. Today's been quite, because I had a drawdown previously this week as well. So I have got a few winning trades today, which is I think I'm up 2.5% for the day. Plus this, I'm up 3%. And then I've just got these two trades running. This pound chef one, I'm still hopeful for. It's just, I think it's just being slow. If nothing happens by Friday, I'm just gonna close it out. But at the moment, it's just, even though it's in a loss, it's because I entered on this candle here. I should have maybe entered a bit lower.
Yeah, perhaps waited for the retrace.
Yeah.
That's quite a nice target. That's quite a long impulse to take. Where's your target?
Yeah, my target's. Hold on, I think it might be a weekly.
2?
No, I think it's better than that. Hold on, that's
Oh,
the
more
wrong
than
one.
2, like 2 and a bit.
Hold on, let me just get out on here.
Oh,
2.5.
okay, fair enough.
Hold on, I think I might have. I could even take it from.
Potentially.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did actually, yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
I could be conservative. Depends where you see the impulse. But these would both be nice.
That'd still be a nice trade.
Yeah, 1.5. That's 1.5% or 1.6% in the account. So all of these little wins add up. Well, big wins compared to the
They
losses.
definitely shouldn't be. Yeah, they shouldn't be taken for granted.
Let me just close that volume. So yeah, I find chef pairs are really choppy. Like if you just have a look at them, like doesn't that just look choppy compared to like say
they rarely enter some nice clean trends.
Yeah, especially something like if I type in Euro chef, Like, it just looks gross, to be honest. Look, like
Oh my god.
you can only trade this on the daily without throwing up.
My god.
It's a bit sad how I know that one currency pair looks like that.
To be fair, there are quite a few, like a lot of the minor currencies that are like that, because there
Yeah.
isn't obviously as much activity going on.
Yeah,
now.
there's not as much liquidity.
Ooh.
But this trade has worked out nicely. I'm happy with it. I've banked some cash. Star Plus is following it. It's all good. So yeah, thanks for watching. Just before we go, if you have any anything to say, any comments, any suggestions or anything, contact us on, where can they contact us, Grom? They can go to our,
You can go to there's a contact us page on the website. There's
yep,
both our trading views are on the website. You can DM us there. Our Twitters will be on there.
Twitter's on the website, YouTube, you
yep.
can leave a comment on a video
okay.
or whatever. Email
if you're from Gartley, then you know us anyway. You can just hit us up anytime.
Yep.
Ways.
Email is forextrading260@gmail.com.
Yep.
That's basically it. So yeah, thanks for watching,
Thanks, guys.
and bye.